Tim says he's ready.
Oh.
Holy cow, Tim says he's ready. He was ducked down, and I wasn't worried about that. I thought maybe he ran out on me. So, welcome everybody to the Two Street Coffee House. We've been in operation for 52 years in this room. The church allows us to use this room. They pay for the lights, the heat, and the water. We do the rest. My name is John, for those who don't know. Oh, all right, Dan. There's a lady here, I won't mention her name, but every year she calls me Bob. And I said, I've been called worse. So if there's any doubt, on my birth certificate it says John. And my middle name is not Robert or Bob or anything. Yeah. We are a hardcore listening room. And I think pretty much everybody here plays by the rules. I always say you'll get one plate from me, and then I have a hook. Out the door you'll go.
Ooh, I kind of want to see that, actually. Somebody act up, okay?
Well, I don't have a hook. It's an idle threat, you know. It's like you say to your kid, if you don't straighten up, I'm going to tell your mother.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then she uses the same and then reverse. I'm going to tell your father, when he gets home tonight, yeah, then I got to put on my big, deep voice. So like I say, we've had music in this room. We are an all-volunteer staff. Anybody you see working here isn't making a dime, except for the performers. They're not volunteers. Tonight we've got Christine working the coffee, Debbie working the coffee, Tim doing the sound, Jennifer's holding up the door, and my name is John. Yay, or Bob. So tonight we've got Kelly Hunt and Stosh here in the coffee house. They have played together at least once before. Hopefully more than that. There are flyers on the table that can give you the bio on Kelly. If you flip them over, you can see who's going to be here in May and June. We are booked through the end of the year and into 24 already. It turns out this is a place to play. You just, every week it amazes me. Even sometimes when there's like a blinding snowstorm, I look and I go, whoa, how'd you guys get here? So with all of that, let's welcome Kelly and Stosh. This is Kelly and Stosh's first time in the coffee house, so be nice. Take it away, guys.
Thank you.
Oh no, don't turn your face away from the haggard light of day. The sun rose and so must you. Gone are the shadows of the night. Put out the artificial lights that in day's absence have to do. So long was the night, but it passed by you. And the sunshine, oh, it's long overdue. Oh, tell me, what's the thought that plagues your mind? Is it that you've run out of time? Is it that you're no good? Oh, believe me, friend, I understand. You're tethered to the second hand. You feel its every move. So much awaits you, and the sunshine, oh, it's long overdue. Oh, friend, let me lighten up your load. Let me walk you down that road, show you a world so sweet. You've had your eyes trained on the sky, been tracking that storm cloud for miles. You've missed the flowers at your feet. So much beauty surrounds you, and the sunshine, it's long overdue. Oh, my love, I'm leaving in the morning, packing my bags. I'm headed for the town. The hollows of the hills, Lord, they got me feeling low down. The hymns of the hills, Lord, they're caught up in my mouth. I never grew accustomed to the snow in the wintertime. Never grew accustomed to telling you goodbye. Well, some things you can come to know after struggling a long time, and some things you will never know, only wonder why. Well, I can feel it in the wind. Ooh, well, I can see it in the sky. I can taste it in the summer rain. Ooh, bittersweet goodbye. Well, is it the moon that's keeping me from sleeping? Full up in the sky, tugging at my sleeve, saying, come on, little darling, there's a song you should be singing. Wake up, little darling, it's time for you to leave. Well, is it the moon that's keeping me from sleeping? Or is it the thought of leaving you behind? There's nothing I can say now that I've not already told you. There's nothing I can do now that I've not already tried. I can feel it in the wind. Ooh, well, I can see it in the sky. I can taste it in the summer rain. Bittersweet goodbye. Farewell, my love, the dawn is upon us. I can hear the birds chirping out the time, and greener than the clover is the love of my lover, and darker than the dahlia is this heart of mine. So when you smell the clay baking in the riverbed, when you see the honey suckle on the vine, well, think on me, my darling, when the autumn leaves are falling, when you touch those honey lips to the dandelion wine. I can feel it in the wind. Ooh, well, I can see it in the sky. I can taste it in the summer rain. Bittersweet goodbye.
Thank you.
It's such a treat to be here with y'all. Thank you for being here on a rainy night. That first tune was a song off of my debut record, which Stash here co-produced with me and plays all over it. That's the only album we have in hand, but I found out today that my second record, which I've been working on for few years now, is going to be released in August. So keep an eye out for that. You can follow us on I don't think I put my email list out, but I have an email list if you want to keep in touch with us and hear about the latest. But that first song was off that record, and this next one will be on this new one. This one actually. You guys hear everything okay out there? Things sound good? Thanks to Tim for running sound for us tonight. I know a lot of sound engineers sweat bullets when they see one banjo on stage, not to mention two. They're unruly creatures, so you got them tamed here. But this next song came from an unlikely place. I was back home a few summers ago, and it was late summer, early fall. And I'm from Tennessee. My folks live out there still, and the front porch of their house, my childhood home, is one of my favorite writing spots and thinking spots. And I was sitting out there and writing. I decided to take a walk, and I still had this banjo strapped onto me. And I was going down the drive, and it's woods on either side, and I heard this rustling of leaves at my feet, and I looked down, there's this big brown snake right at my feet. And we both stopped, and neither of us, I guess, wanted to be the first one to make a move. And I just, weirdly in that moment, just kind of like started plucking my banjo and backed off and went back to the porch and started this song. So thanks to that snake for crossing my path. Here's Lost Highway. Headed down the lost highway. I haven't seen another soul out here in days, Lord. I go on so straight. How will I ever get back now, Lord? Will I ever get back now? When I first headed down this road, should have known where it would go, Lord. Oh, there were plenty of signs along the way. Oh, but I paid them no mind, Lord. Well, I paid them no mind. Oh, well, I know it's a dead-end road I'm headed down. I know, it's a dead-end road, gotta turn around. So I'm out here on my own, nothing but me in the open road, Lord. And there's nothing standing in my way. And yet I've never been so chained, Lord. No, I've never been so chained. Oh, well, I know, it's a dead-end road I'm headed down. I know, it's a dead-end road, gotta turn around. I'm tired of laying my head down on the cold and unhallowed ground, listening to the hollow sounds of the howling hounds, and they're making their rounds. They're bound to run me down one of these days. Yeah, that lonesome whistle whine, you can hear 'em moan for 100 miles, Lord. was all I left behind. And I hang my head and cry, Lord, well, I hang my head and cry. Oh, well, I know it's a dead-end road I'm headed down. I know it's a dead-end road, gonna turn around. Gotta turn around, gotta turn around, gotta turn, oh, we gotta turn, oh, we gotta turn around. When the captain comes a calling, I hear that whistle squalling, and I clear my eyes to see. I get low down on some feeling, my head sets to reeling, get an itching in my feet. Lord, I long to stray, be on my way, on my way. But every day I spend waiting for something to be changed, and all that's changing is me. Every day I'm getting older, every day my blood runs colder, I'm a little less likely to be ever on my way. On my way, on my way. By the first light of morning, where the sun shines out, I want it. If you don't ever leave, I reckon you'll never be free. When the clanging and the clamor, the stooping just to hammer one more spark into the rail. Where the sweat of life's devotion to sad locomotion, a train on lead trail. Lord, I long to stray, be on my way, on my way. By the first light of morning, where the sun shines and I want it. If you don't ever leave, I reckon you'll never be free. I hate to see the sun go down and the morning circle back around. Well, I'm leaving in the morning, don't know yet where I'm going, may just hop a train and ride. But if I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord the soul to take the long way to the other side, so I can sightsee. On my way, on my way. By the first light of morning, the sun shines out, I want it. If you don't ever leave, I reckon you'll never be free. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, let's do the song we met on.
Sure.
Stash and I met at an open mic in Kansas City. There's this great little place, may it rest in peace, the Westport Saloon. And they were my first ever gig. I don't know why in the world they gave me a Friday night gig, solo, me and my little tenor banjo playing all original music. I just moved to Kansas City and had just started performing my songs in front of people. And this was a very rowdy bar in Kansas City. But they had a love of music, and folk American music in particular, country music. And so they gave me the slot. And so I was writing a lot and just trying to hold my own, and I'd finish that 2-hour set on a Friday night, and I'd just be utterly spent. And
I started going to some of the open mics there, and Stash and I kind of played a few times at the open mics, and he'd jump up there every time he saw me, and we kind of spoke the same musical language. And this is, I said, you want to take this gig with me? These Friday nights are killing me. And so he learned a bunch of my songs, and then that's, the rest is history. But this was the very first one.
This was the first. It was a train wreck.
It was an open. We realized a couple years in we had totally opposite versions of how our first meeting went. So we agreed that we met on this song at an open mic, but he's the one who remembered it as a train wreck. I was like, you floated up there and it was beautiful and it was just this magical moment. And he was like, no, I saved a sinking ship. There were a lot of people up there with you and nobody knew where the downbeat was, and it was. I saved your neck. I think his version's probably right. Yeah, this ended up being the title track off my debut record, which is fitting because it's also the first song I wrote on banjo that kind of stuck. So here's Even the Sparrow.
Tell me one more time why you keep from home, why you think the stars have set your course to roam. Did you know this mad world she plays for keeps? Did you know? Tell me one more time what it is you seek, and how that stewing storm has still not sprung a leak. Your dry eyes speak of famine underneath. Did you know? It's not fitting for a man. Even the sparrow keeps a home. Tell me one more time how you got away. What canine dream set your soul to stray? The night was dark, but you drank it through today. Did you know? It's not fitting for a man. Even the sparrow keeps a home. Tell me one more time what you came to know. Through thick and fierce, some nights with your fists clenched against the cord. Did you know things aren't half for what they seem? Did you know? It's not fitting for a man. Even the sparrow keeps a home. It's not fitting for a man. Even the sparrow
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I still don't know where the downbeat is in that tune
Maybe that's the magic
after all
of
these
it.
years.
All right, I'm heating up. Gotta put the hairs up. All right, let's do a little love song to my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee.
Headed south generally. It's fitting for the
Yeah.
change in temperature as well.
That's right.
Just following right along with the thermostat.
We're going south. Yeah, it's getting warmer. We're heading south. This is also on the next record, but with horns and piano and all sorts
Accordion.
of fun stuff. Yeah, so it'll be fun.
That was me. Accordion.
Y'all been to Memphis? Ridden the trolley downtown? I had this dream of doing a little music video for this one on the trolley, just riding around downtown Memphis. You get the tour of Memphis through the window of the trolley while I'm singing this song. I think it'd be fun. All right. Getting close. There we go. Usually it's my banjo's giving me trouble. Take me back to Memphis. Take me back to Memphis, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee, oh honey. Take me back to Memphis. Take me back to Memphis, that's where I should be. Memphis, Tennessee, oh lordy, I been a long time gone, been a long time gone. But I got friends in Memphis, a few loose ends in Memphis, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee, oh honey. I got folks in Memphis. I learned the ropes in Memphis, Memphis, Tennessee. They've been missing me, oh lordy, I been a long time gone, been a long time gone. Been a long time gone, been a long time gone, been a long time gone. But tell you what time this is. Ah, that good fried chicken, cornbread, collard greens, oh, cornbread, collard greens, oh honey. Tell you what time this is. Ooh, those buttermilk biscuits, barbecue and beans. So that's just what I need, oh lordy, I been a long time gone, been a long time gone. Been a long time gone, been a long time gone. Been a long time gone. Take us home, Well, they got soul in Memphis, rock and roll in Memphis, Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, Memphis, Tennessee, oh honey. They got roots in Memphis, rhythm and blues in Memphis, Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, that's where I should be, oh lordy, I been a long time gone, been a long time gone. Been a long time gone. I've been a long time gone. Been a long time gone. Take me back to Memphis. Take me back to Memphis, Memphis, Tennessee.
That's why I should be, oh Lordy, I been a long time gone, been a long time gone.
So I just moved to New Orleans. Yeah, I've only been there for like a week. Moved there and then left for shows and went back for another week and left again. So I don't really feel like I live there yet, but I do really like it as a place. And this new record that's coming out in August, I made down there on the bayou in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, and it kind of sealed the deal for me. And this is a song that's on the record. It's called On the Bayou, and the chorus kind of references this. If any of you have been down there and you've maybe heard of the Evangeline story, it's this sort of. It's based on a real historical event, but also Henry Wadsworth Longfellow wrote a poem, Evangeline, in the 1800s that was kind of popularized to the story. But essentially, it's the story of these two kind of star-crossed lovers that are separated on the day of their wedding, and it's sort of this whole cross-country epic journey ensues where they're trying to find each other across the American frontier. And there's this sort of this star. In the poem, it's romanticized, but there's this guiding star that leads Evangeline to the oak tree and leads him to the oak tree where they reunite. And you can go to the Evangeline Oak. It's in St. Martinville, Louisiana. It's right there on the bayou. But anyway, that's what the refrain is talking about. It's kind of a modern-day Evangeline story.
Sitting on the banks of the Bayou Teche with grass stains on my party dress. I've been out all night painting the town, lost in the shuffle of the weekend crowd. But that spell wears off with the fading moon. Morning will be breaking soon on the bayou. Oh, on the bayou. You brought me here on a warm June night, in the flicker of the stars and the fireflies. We spent hours I can never forget. Now instead of home sleeping in my bed, I'm sitting in the grass in the morning dew, wishing I was here with you on the bayou. Oh, on the bayou. Well, Evangeline, tell me what you know. I'm sitting underneath that old live oak and wondering if the things they say are true. And if that star up in the sky really is a kindly light, I pray it will shine down on me too and guide me on my way back to you. Well, if I had known then what I know now, I would have turned the car around and told you all the thoughts that were in my head, freed the ghosts of my old regrets, and maybe right now I'd be by your side instead of sitting here with my foolish pride on the bayou. Oh, on the bayou. Well, Evangeline, tell me what you know. I'm sitting underneath that old live oak and wondering if the things they say are true. If that star up in the sky really is a kindly light, I pray it will shine down on me too and guide me on my way back to you. where the crickets and the owls and the bullfrogs sing in the silhouette of the cypress trees. Not a worry in the world weighing on their minds, just singing their songs, living their lives. And if life was so simple for people too, I wouldn't be sitting here missing you on the bayou. Oh, on the bayou, where Evangeline told me what you know. I'm sitting underneath that old live oak and wondering if the things they say are true. If that star up in the sky really is a kindly light, I pray it will shine down on me too and guide me on my way back to you. Guide me on my way back to you.
Thank you. Delta Blues? Alrighty. We'll do a little kind of a cappella-ish tune off of this record. It's called Delta Blues. I was born on the riverbank, born on the riverbank in the wee small hours of a summer's day. I was born on the riverbank, and I was raised in the Delta Plains, raised in the Delta Plains, headed for the hills when the rains came. I was raised in the Delta Plains, and my mama gave me a Christian name. Mama gave me a Christian name. I was baptized in water by the Holy Flame when she gave me a Christian name. And my daddy, he worked so hard for his pay. My daddy worked so hard for his pay, putting food on the table every day. Oh, my daddy worked so hard for his pay, and Lord knows they tried to raise me right. Lord knows they tried to raise me right, but the devil himself had me in his sights, although they did their best to raise me right. And that devil, he grabbed a hold of me. The devil, he grabbed a hold of me. He took the Savior himself to set me free. Oh, when that devil grabbed a hold of me. But now I'm singing a free bird song. I'm singing a free bird song. I flew through the shadows for far too long, but now I'm singing a free bird song. Oh, I'm singing a free bird song. Trip to East Tennessee. So I'm from the far western corner of the state, but I lived for a bit in East Tennessee in the Great Smoky Mountains area, which is just beautiful. It's the kind of place that just gets under your skin. There's something special, ancient there, and it was a phase in my life where I was very much searching, and I was really pushing music away, trying to actively, pursue a career that wasn't music. And a couple songs snuck out. This is one of them. I was a bread maker at the time. I worked at this really beautiful resort down there, and I was the AM pastry chef, or pastry cook. I would get up at 3:30 in the morning and drive through the fog to work and bake my bread. And it was really kind of this wonderful, surreal chapter in my life. And I lived in this little log cabin that looked out over a gravel road and then a field of cows and then the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. It was just beautiful, but very lonely and very contemplative and very much a confusing time. But one of the really important parts of that chapter of my life was that I discovered old-time music and Appalachian music and kind of the Scotch-Irish ballads and that sort of influence on American folk music and culture. And there's a great local radio station there. You have so much great local radio here in Chicago area. But yeah, that was listening to the local radio kind of introduced me to some of my favorite, singers and contemporary Gillian Welch and Patty Griffin and all these sort of modern traditionalists too. Anyway, shaped my writing a lot, and this is one of the songs that kind of snuck out against my will. It's called Cuckoo Song.
Down in the valley, when I was just a girl, I was out picking coney bells as a bright spring day unfurled. When a chill came over me, I couldn't even lift my head, and I heard a high and mournful cry seemed to come from the realm of the dead. Came from the realm of the dead. Well, I long had heard the stories of a bird that's seldom seen, that'll fly through the mountains, careening through the trees. Every now and then he sings, cuckoo, there, cuckoo, and I heard his mournful cry calling, cuckoo cry. Yes, I heard that cuckoo cry. So I ran home to my family to tell them what I'd heard, and they said, now are you certain it was a call of a cuckoo bird? It could have been a nightingale, it could have been a thrush or loon, but I said it was a cuckoo bird. This I rightly knew. They said it was good fortune to be visited this way, to be the first to hear the cuckoo's cry on a bright spring day. Well, that may be how the story goes, but it hadn't turned out that way. That cuckoo bird sang down to me, and I hear him to this day. He cries, mournful cry, calling, cuckoo, that cuckoo cry. Yes, I heard that cuckoo cry. So if one fine spring morning your blood should fast run cold, and you hear high and mournful cry bless your soul. Now, my friends, you know, he was so cuckoo, that cuckoo, and he heard his mournful cry, calling, cuckoo, that cuckoo. I heard that cuckoo cry. Yes, I heard that cuckoo cry.
Yeah, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to take a wee little break. We'd love to meet you. Come say hi. We do have an album and a couple T-shirts. If you're interested in taking any part of us home with you. This is the other song that kind of came out of that chapter. You'll notice the cows make a cameo appearance in this one, as well as the rooster that lived next door.
Went to turn to the mountains, turning them blue. Oh, I don't know you, but I'd like to get to know you. I stepped out on the morning with the moon still in the sky and the fog hung high. I watched it settle on the fields like cotton in July. And I know I'm not at home anymore. I'm not at home, I'm not at home, I'm not at home. And peace like a bird has flown far away from my man. The crow of the cock and the caw of the crow and the cattle's low. Oh, lo and behold, the foothills in the snow. The snow comes, and in its wake the silence of a world at ease. And winter weighs upon the trees and settles in eaves. And I know I'm not at home anymore. I'm not at home, I'm not at home, I'm not at home. And peace like a bird has flown far away from my mind. A night like this, solitude holds up a mirror, says, behold thyself. Where are you going? What are you running from? Do you know yourself? Nothing in the whole wide world's worth forgetting who you are. If you go too far, I'll come and find you, and I'll remind you who you are. And I know I'm not at home anymore. I'm not at home, I'm not at home, I'm not at home. And peace like a bird has flown far away from my man. Oh, and I know I'm not at home anymore. I'm not at home, I'm not at home, I'm not at home. Peace like a bird has flown far away from my man.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back with you.
Thank you.
Like she said, we'll take a short break. Washrooms are out the door and hang a left. You can time to refill your cup, your coffee cup, your can of pop. What's that? Oh, yeah. Happy Mother's Day presents would be a You know, you take a T-shirt to your mom. I'm just saying, you know, you just never know. So we'll take a short break, and we'll come back with a whole new second set. Yes. Oh, good.
You bet.
And last week.
Any of the songs we just played.
No, guarantee it.
Last week we had Pete. He had Pete Nordman here. He goes, nope, those are the only I know. Then he did a whole second, complete different set. So, and on he went. All right, take a short break. We'll be right back.
There's some truth to that. sort of is designed to be claw hammer, so you sort of scoop. And it has, yeah, just a different.
Gives more of a feel to it. I'm not a musician at all, but
Yeah, and this fifth string you can, yeah,
cool to
yeah,
see why would you do it.
right. Yeah, this one's built for kind of old times. It also you do have more notes. You can, and there's a lot more clarity. This is like a very well built instrument to where you can get the harmonics and you can go all the way up the neck. The tenor is kind of it's a duller, more muted sound. My other tenor that I have at home is a calfskin head, so it's got a really warm, mellow, earthy, kind of sound. Yeah, so they just have two different characters, and certain songs are just easier to play on the tenor, and certain ones just play better on the five string. But yeah, I have more banjos than I know what to do with now. My next one is a beautiful, like a banjo probably from 1900s. It's like a banjo pot like that, but then little neck of the mandolin. And there's just something interesting.
I like the way, because it gets used, you can see
Yeah,
use
exactly.
pattern on it, yet you keep it so well clean in other ways.
Right. Yeah, the wear, it's kind of part of the story for sure. Well, what do you do? So you go like half the play or something like that?
Like the history I have, I took style building ships and then so even though I didn't know him, a lot of this filtered down through people and other people. They just say, oh, it's sort of like big discussion.
That is amazing. Yeah. I didn't get to retune it fully because I got turned out. So I've seen it in here too. Oh, we should have banjo actually.
Cuba. Okay.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
going to
you're
get
great.
started again. Silence. Did I say that? Enjoy the show. Am I the show?
You're part of it.
Yes, I am. Next Friday, on the 19th, we have a duo in here called Stone and Snow. Neither of them have the last name of Stone or Snow. I believe they currently live in Cincinnati. And we'll be rolling up here doing the usual thing. Doors opening around 7, show around 8. You can preview them. Go to their website, Stone and Snow. And I did, which I did for Kelly and Stash here. It's my job. It's what I do. I got to, have a little intel going in.
You still showed up.
And I did, yeah. Well, I'm mostly interested in the beard. Back in my earlier days, I had a short beard, but never let it go to that far.
Well, we did answer your earlier question. It was a COVID project.
There you
The
go.
joke was it's been a pandemic for this long now, and but then it just kind of stuck and it became kind of part of my shtick. So you'll see me out there. You'll know if it was pre-COVID or not. If you see a picture of me in a past life.
You can go there on their website and see all their YouTube stuff, and it's like, his beard got a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer. There he is. So, are we all tuned up?
We're there. I think we are.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to turn it back over to you guys,
Sweet.
and like that.
So before I moved to New Orleans, I lived in this little river town in Missouri called Weston, Missouri. It's about 45 minutes outside Kansas City. Cool little town, built in the 1830s. It was kind of the original Kansas City before the river changed its course and then Kansas City was born. But it was a major tobacco trading port and just really cool. A lot of antebellum homes and little old downtown that is the way it always was. And the river kind of wraps around the town, and then the train tracks wrap around inside that. And there's this little retired caboose that sits there off the tracks. And I used to go there, and next to my parents' front porch, apart from that place, it's my second favorite writing spot and thinking spot. And these next two songs were born sitting there watching the trains go by. The sun comes shining through the winter wheat. Looks so soft, I wanna lay me down. Like a seed into the frozen ground. Let the elements enfold me, and I will rise up with the spring. Oh, holy, holy, holy is the ground I have tread upon. Is the aura of the breaking dawn, is the heart that beats inside me, and the life that I've known. Well, you know as well as I know how fast the time goes, and you know as well as I how it flies. Well, I've been running on empty, like a firework shot into the outer dark. I blew my top, I spark, and I have wandered in the darkness
through a night deprived of stars. So show me, show me, show me the halo of your hallowed light. Cast a ray upon my shadow plight, for I am lost in all directions, like a ship tossed on the sea. You know as well as I know how deep the fight goes, and you know as well as I how high the tide. World's history of stories, all variations on a common theme. The consternation of humanity in our search for good that's greater, and for the source of things unseen. But I am overcome by one prayer to school them all. One overarching clarion call. Lover, teach me how to love you. Will you teach me how to love? Well, you know as well as I know how deep desire goes, and you know as well as I long to rise.
Get comfortable here.
I took the long way home to see the sun sinking down. I took the river road to see the birds flying south. Seems like everybody's headed somewhere. Everybody's on the go but me. One of these days, oh, I'm gonna have somewhere to be. Walked down to the railroad tracks, hopped on the back of this old caboose. His rambling days are past, we sit beneath this yellow moon, listening for the whistle blowing. Here it comes now right on cue. One of these days, oh, I'm gonna ride that old rail too. Don't wanna go back home, don't wanna go back inside. Don't wanna sleep alone, I'm gonna stay out all night. Swimming in a pool of starlight, wondering where I go and what I do. One of these days, oh, I'm gonna fly me to the moon. one of these days, oh, and I pray someday soon.
Thank you. Let's do a cover song. I'll do one of my favorite tunes to sing. Well, we met someone in the crowd who used to build old cars or work on old cars. Is that right? My dad loves old cars. When we were kids, he drove us to school in his first car, which was a 1969 Mercury Cougar, which really sounds very sleek and cool, but it's a pretty ugly car. And you know, I was embarrassed at the time. You know, you just roll up in this big flat gray tank, and it had an 8-track in it, and my dad had one 8-track, and it was Johnny Cash. And I guess if you're gonna have one, that's a good choice. But yeah, I fell in love with Johnny early, and also growing up in Memphis, he's very much a part of the fabric of the music culture there with Sun Studios and everything. But this is one you don't often hear, and I'm not sure why. I think it's a beautiful tune. It's one of my favorite Cash tunes and one of my favorite love songs all rolled into one. It's called Flesh and Blood.
Beside a singing mountain spring, where the willow grew, where the silver leaf of maple sparkles in the morning dew. I braided twigs of willow, I made a string of buckeye beads, but flesh and blood need flesh and blood, and you're the one I need. Flesh and blood need flesh and blood, and you're the one I need. Leaned against a bark of birch and it breathed the honeydew. Saw a northbound flock of geese against a sky of baby blue. Among the lily pads I carved a whistle from a reed. Mother Nature's quite a lady, but you're the one I need. Oh, flesh and blood need flesh and blood, and you're the one I need. Cardinal sang just for me, and I thanked him for the song. And then the sun went slipping down the west, and I had to move along. These are some of the things on which my mind and spirit feed. But flesh and blood need flesh and blood, and you're the one I need. Flesh and blood need flesh and blood, and you're the one I need. When the day was ended, I was still not satisfied. I knew everything I touched would wither and would die. And love is all that will remain and grow from all these seeds. Mother Nature's quite a lady, but you're the one I need. Oh, flesh and blood need flesh and blood, and you're the one I need. Flesh and blood need flesh and blood, and you're the one I need.
Oh, do you want to? Feeling that one? Let's see. All right, People's Choice portion of the night. Stasha's going to retune real quick. I'm going to do a solo one. Do you want to hear a guitar tune or a banjo tune? Start there. Okay. Making it easy on me. We'll go back to this little guy. And actually, that's great because that'll give me a chance to tell you about this banjo. It's a cool little banjo from the 1920s. It's actually not my first tenor banjo. I moved to Kansas City and I was playing a 5-string banjo, and a fella came up to me after one of my shows and he had this little bitty banjo case in his hands and he said, "Are you looking for another banjo?" And I said, "No, I'm honestly not, but I'll take a look." And opened up the case, and it was an identical twin to this banjo, but it has the calfskin, the original calfskin leather head. And there was a little note in the case that said this banjo was played by a man named Ira Tamm in his Dog and Pony show from 1920 to 1935. And I said, I think I am looking for another banjo. And I took it home with me, and I feel like most of this first record just kind of spilled out of that banjo. And then strangely, a year later, from a totally different part of the country, a friend of mine called me up and said, "Hey, are you looking for another tenor banjo?" And I was like, "I have the best possible tenor banjo." I'm really not, but send me pictures, I'll take a look. It was this banjo. It was an identical twin to the one I had, which is pretty amazing because they're both an anonymous make, and strange proportions and markings and stuff. They match to a T, except this one was in a little bit better shape and had the new snare drum head. So this is my touring version. But I take that as a sign from the universe, I guess. I better keep playing the tenor banjo. They keep dropping out of nowhere into my hands. So I'll do another one off of this first record because I wrote it on a rainy morning. So here's Nothing on My Mind. Early morning, falling rain. I'm just sitting here waiting on a train with nothing on my mind. Don't know where I'm going, I got nowhere to be. Nobody's waiting on me, I got nothing on my mind. Some folks, they try to tell you that's no way for a gal to be. And they say everybody needs somebody. Or maybe that's so, maybe it's not. All I know is all I got is nothing on my mind. Some folks, they try to tell you that's no way for a gal to be. And they say everybody needs somebody. I had a man once, Lord, he was fine. And for a while he was mine, not mine. But he's gone now. Now I walk a lonesome mile. There was a time I had a head full of dreams, had a heart that was bursting at the seams. Now I got nothing on my mind. Some folks, they try to tell you that's no way for a girl to be. And they say everybody needs somebody. But I'd rather sit here in the pouring rain, all alone, just waiting on a train with nothing on my mind.
got nothing, nothing on my mind.
Thank you. Alrighty. Any bird lovers in the house? Any bird watchers, bird feeders? Yay, we're in good company. I love birds. Well, a song all about birds. It's on the record too. Just came from a lot of observing birds and their behaviors and realizing they're not that different from us in a lot of ways.
Oh, little mockingbird sitting on a wire, you got a lot on your mind these days. Every song you sing, it's like a preaching to the choir. They disregard every word you say, so go and don't you look back. Don't you know I'm gonna cut you some slack? You get a dollar in the jar and a tip of the hat. Oh, little red bird flitting through the trees, I could swear you've been following me. I know what they say about that. Down the road, the skies are looking black. I know I got trouble up ahead. Won't you fly? Won't you come and fly for me? Whoa, won't you fly? Oh, but it's time to take a wee. Oh, little sparrow on the edge of your nest, you got the weight of the world on your wings. All the other birdies just up and left. Now you're all alone. It's a harrowing thing just to go, not knowing how you'll do. But you were born to see this through. Up and away, Godspeed to you. Oh, little robin, you don't mind the rain. Doesn't ruffle your feathers and doesn't rattle your brain. 'Cause you know its bark is worse than its bite. Just a little bit of nose, flash of light. You're gonna eat your fill tonight. Won't you fly? Won't you come and fly for me? Whoa, won't you fly? Oh, but it's time to take a wing. Jonesing for a fight, I can hear a ruckus from a mile away. Lottie, Lottie, how the feathers fly. Did he rile you up? Did he ruin your day? Don't you know life's too short for that? And every roll with the punches is a feather in your cap. Besides, the song of an addled bird always falls flat. I see you leaving in the hollow of the tree, hiding all the goodies that you stole from me. You know, all the clear letters in gold. Don't you go believe the lies you've been sold. All you got there is a pocket full of change. Won't you fly? Won't you come and fly for me? Oh, won't you fly? When it's time to take a leave.
How about for Stosh Haney tonight? My partner in crime. He brings so much. Yeah, right?
Most of the times the Kelly Hunt song like makes me just want to harmonize on fiddle. And but that was an early song that you had written, and I was just like, you know, I came up with the harmony first on fiddle, and then I was just like, it just doesn't, it's just too much, it's too busy, it just has to join. So yeah, there's a couple of tunes that I can talk myself into singing.
Every time
on.
we see your mom, she's always like, Stosh, you need to sing more.
Yeah.
You need to sing on more of these songs. We have one other one we do sung together, but
We have a couple.
we're not in the right tuning for that one.
No, we're getting there. We've got like 3 or 4.
Do we?
Yeah. They're obviously not well rehearsed.
Oh, we have that murder ballad.
Yeah, we've got options, but yeah, it's not the biggest subset of our repertoire.
Well, if you feel like singing on this one, feel free.
How about just jump in?
I am a poor wayfaring stranger. Danger's always close at hand, for a pilgrim bound for the promised land. Oh, I am a traveling man. I ride that wide ribbon of highway. I make my bed beneath a blanket of stars. I break my daily bread in the diners and dive bars. Mine is a hobo heart. You are my lodestar in the darkness. You shine your ever-living light on me. Down the back roads and the byways and the busy city streets, I'm winging with the strays and the runaways, beating in the heart of every song I sing. I said I won't look back, I won't look back, to see how far I've come. 'Cause even on the days I shake the devil off of my back, oh, he insists on riding shotgun. I'm under attack, I'm under attack, and until my race is run, I'll wear temptation like a cross upon my back. Oh, but one of these days I'm gonna take off running. You are the melody that moves me, the words that stir me heart and soul. You breathe in me, conceive in me. I rock and I roll, and I'm plying my pen like a plow again, tilling and toiling till the ripe fruit falls.
How you guys doing out there? Feeling good? What a sweet room, what a sweet crowd. Thank y'all for being here, and thanks to Two-Way Street Coffee House for putting on these events for how many years has it been now? How many decades has it been? 52 years. People have met their life partners in this room, so I hear. Somebody we know. It's a very special place. I can feel that. So it's a treat to be here with you all. Thank you for welcoming us so well. This is the end of a little kind of 2-week tour I've been on, and Stosh met me today here in Chicago, so it's kind of the cherry on top.
Really is. We've sung a lot about trains. I've been on a lot of trains. I'm about to be on some more trains. Man, you guys have great trains here. Like, I don't know how it compares to the rest of the world, but to the rest of the country, man, you've got it going on.
Steady, flowing to the ocean wide, and I'm whirling with the eddies, I'm turning with the tides, and I'm learning from the river what it is to follow through. And she says, don't you want to be part of something bigger than you? And I get so caught up in all the lies and all the inconsequential stuff, when all I really want to do is break through. Well, I climbed that mountain through woods dark and deep, but the sun couldn't get in through that canopy of leaves. But when I broke out on the summit, the world was laid out at my feet, and I could finally see the forest for the trees. And I get so caught up in all the times, all the inconsequential stuff, when all I really wanna do is break through. You could spin forever looking for the stars to align. It's now or never. So caught up in all the times, all the inconsequential stuff, when I
Thank you. All right, we'll do one more for you here. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. If we haven't met you, we'd like to. Last choice you have to make tonight. And hear a song called Everything Has Its Time, or a song called A Requiem for a Sleepless Night. Go with your gut. Okay, the first one, we'll do Everything Has Its Time.
Where the morning breaks and I'm slow to wake, but the day is heavy. Well, it's back I'll go into the push and pull, but I'm not ready. When the time is right, I'll know. Where the roses of June, they have budded and bloomed, and they're in their glory. But the high hot sun will claim everyone some July morning. Everything has its time, and I've been taking mine real slow. Every season of life has a setting in and a letting go. Everything has its time. Well, love's first light burns high and bright, and it's all consuming. You and I, we were a trial by fire, now we're embers burning. Everything has its time, and I've been taking mine real slow. Every season of life has a setting in and a letting go. Everything has its time. A time to reap and a time to sow, a time to heal and a time to grow, a time to seek and a time to find, a time to heed and to pay no mind, a time to dance and a time to mourn, to take a chance, to take shelter from the storm, and a time to yearn and a time to sate, a time to burn and to fade away. Everything has its time, and I've been taking mine real slow. Every season of life is a setting in and a letting go. Everything has its time. Oh, everything has its time. Oh, everything has its time. Oh, everything has its time. Everything has its time. Everything has its time. Oh, everything has its time. Oh, everything, everything has its time.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Stash Haney.
Kelly Hunt.
So that one kind of was a mellow song,
I think I know where this is going.
really. There's probably at least half the people in the room might know right now know what I'm going to say. But next week is Stone and Snow on this stage. 8 o'clock, same stage, 52 years plus. But are we ready? Nobody gets out of the coffee house, right, without an encore. So can we have a little, encouragement?
Can't argue with that. Or else we could just stay here forever. All right. Here's a song called Time and Space. When the lights go down, when the lights go down, and night puts on her starry crown, honey, can you see me now? Far from the lights of town and the madding crowds, when silence settles all around, honey, can you hear me now? I think I need a little time and space to put my thoughts away and go somewhere I said I'd go someday. Give these dusty bones a shake. Can you hear me now? Oh, can you hear me now? And when I open up my mouth, honey, do I make a sound? Here and now, here and now. Oh, am I lost or am I found? Here and now. I think I need a little time and space. Gonna find a quiet place. I think we've settled that there was to say. Let's put our weary words away. I think we need a little time and space. Let's give our hearts a break. And maybe somewhere down the road someday we can share a little time and space. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.